Swadee Cap, Kun Sabari Mai Cap. Well, I'm sitting here on the side of the road at a 7 somewhere in Thailand at an undisclosed location. Not really, just not really sure where I am. I took a little drive today. Anyway, I was just, talking out loud, thinking to myself, basically, like, man, like this last year, it's been over a year now that I've lived in Thailand, and it's been eye-opening for one. I don't even know what I want to say. I just wanted to do a checkup. The short end of the stick basically is I'm still so very grateful to live here. I feel blessed every day, and this just is one of those occurrences where I was sitting here having a green tea and smoking a cigarette, looking at the signage that I absolutely cannot read because it's in Thai, and their alphabet is completely foreign to the American alphabet, obviously. And although sometimes that's complex and perplexing to me, I am learning Thai. I would say I have intermediate level skills, which is funny because a lot of people, Thai people, end up complimenting me saying, wow, you've only lived here 1 year. Do you know how many people that have lived here for many, many years and still have very, very little knowledge of the Thai language? Like not even everyday, just get you by type of language, like skills. They might be able to say hello, Swadee Kap, which is the easiest thing to learn how to say. But other than that, they don't have any conversational skills. And I don't know if it's because they're, lazy, or a lot of, like, if you're in Bangkok or if you're in different areas, a lot of people do speak English, very, whether it be broken or not, but you can get the gist of things. Or you can use sign language or point, or, in a roundabout way, you'll understand one another. But other places that I like to go and travel in Thailand, driving my motorbike, I like to be out in the middle of nowhere where people very rarely see foreigners or Phalangs, and if you don't speak Thai, you don't speak, they won't understand you, you won't understand them. I guess there's still Google Translate, which helps immensely, but my goal is to be able to go somewhere and at least have a conversation with someone, be able to, converse with that person, be able to ask that person a question, or go somewhere if I'm lost, or get directions, and that to me is just, out of respect I get. For me, I'm not saying people that live here that don't know Thai are being disrespectful. Maybe their ability to learn a foreign language at whatever stage of life they're at, or maybe they just don't, it's not an easy language necessarily. And if they don't have the time to go to a Thai school or whatever, I'm not judging anyone else. I'm just speaking for myself personally. I know many, many years ago, when I wanted to travel to Italy, when I was young, I wanted to go to Europe. I've always had this, I don't know, this longing to travel, this longing to see the world. And I remember, so I was in high school, and I pretty much was like, yeah, I want to go to Europe. I specifically want to go to Italy. And so I ended up taking 2 years of Italian and then later, not right away, but in my early 20s, I was able to go to Europe and go to Italy, and those language skills that I had, although they weren't readily available, because high school to my, early 20s was some distance apart. But after being there for some time, a short time, I was able to start to recall and get by, and it enriched my experience so much more. And that just goes with anywhere, whether you go to a place on vacation. It's like, at least learn basics. To me, when I was in Paris, France, Parisians are a little bit more, I don't want to say they're rude, but they're rougher, especially when it comes to their country and outsiders coming. And then you have these just, very boisterous Americans that just expect everyone to speak English and communicate and cater to them. And, that was never my intent to, I wanted to always be polite. And so, I mean, the most basic phrase, parlez-vous anglais, do you speak English? At least ask someone. Don't just expect them to speak English. And that's like here or anywhere. So I'm running off on a tangent. My main thing was just to say how even after over a year, I'm in Thailand. I'm still very happy to be here. A couple of years ago when I embarked on this whole Southeast Asia trip, I didn't know what to expect. I guess I didn't really have any expectations other than it was all going to be so new to me, and it was. And man, just, sometimes out of the worst possible situations in life, something beautiful and tangible takes place, and it changes you as a person, it changes you as a human being, and it touches your soul. And that's what that experience was for me. And then when I left, I was like, man, I had to reevaluate my life. What am I doing? Where do I want to be? There's, after everyone was locked down for so long, it's like going through that experience, I was, basically like, I could be anywhere. If this is the case, where would you want to be? Where would you want to reside? So it's not that I don't miss my family. I miss them very much. And we're very close. I still think we're close, although I'm many, many thousands of miles away. And I'm very much looking forward to coming home for Christmas this year, which I still have to plan that trip. But I got a few months. Anyway, kind of on the suggestion of a friend, he's like, when are you going to start your own channel? I have a GoPro, I have a cell phone, and I have time. So I might not edit stuff, but I'll post things, and if you want to come along and join me, you can do that. You want to post questions, you want to be able to see something. If there's a particular food you want me to eat, I don't know, I'll pretty much do it all. I have done it all. So you tell me, but I'm gonna post this and see if y'all want more. All right, have a good day. I'll holler.